Magical Spellmasters is a turn-based strategy game about spelling words to cast spells. Using a grid of magical runes, the player must spell out powerful words, combining elements to defeat dangerous foes across a series of battles. Hi, I'm Sean Brady, and I'm one of the designers for Magical Spellmasters. I helped design the game's mechanics, the layouts for the environments, as well as the majority of the game's UI and user experience. Overall, production went smoothly. Part of this can be attributed to the solid core gameplay, allowing for the development to focus on building upon and improving the game as a whole. We received a lot of feedback regarding the feel and clarity of the game. In response, we slowed down and structured the gameplay more, giving the player enough time to take in what was happening, as well as providing them with other visual feedback.
Hi, I'm Finn, and I'm the other designer for Magical Spellmasters. I helped design the game's core mechanics, environment concepts and layouts, and handled most of the gameplay feedback given to the player. One of the most important goals during Magical Spellmasters production was to create a fully interactive tutorial. We wanted to teach the player the majority of the game's complex mechanics as quickly as possible, while not restricting them too much and still leaving them room for experimentation. To achieve this, we used a combination of predetermined enemy attacks and multiple preset rune grids. This allowed us to control the entire situation while maintaining the illusion of freedom for the player, who could still spell any word of their choosing.
Hi, my name is Nunez, and I'm part of the art team. I was responsible for the character rig, animations, VFX, and a few environment props. The art style we were going for was a stylized, realistic approach with the age demographic of 12+. Some of our inspirations were the game Sea of Thieves and the environment artist 3DX. The pipeline the artist used was Maya for blockout, ZBrush for high poly, Maya again for retopology, then Substance Painter for texturing. A lot of our details came from baking, which made the texturing stage very simple, using curvature generators and flat colors for the majority of the environment assets.
Hi, my name is Sean Spek, and I'm a part of the art team. I was responsible for the character art, environment props, lighting, 2D sprites, and some particles. One of the big challenges I had throughout this project was 2D art and learning how the Unity particle system worked.
Hi, I'm Jamie, one of the artists on this project. I worked in the environmental props, shaders, and room textures for this project. I had the pleasure of working on most of the shaders, from the fire particles to the various rune types. We wanted to make sure the runes were easily readable of what element type they are. The hard part was to make them not feel stagnant, as they are a main focus point in the game.
Hi, I'm Fred. I had the pleasure of being one of Magical Spellmasters' programmers. I was responsible for designing and implementing the high-level combat logic for the game, including scripts for designers to author enemies, tooltips, and tutorials without modifying code. I also created the 3D rune grid system. As the primary interface in the game, I had to make sure it was something the player would enjoy clicking on thousands of times. In designing the combat system, I added designer-friendly variables for customizing rune element values, rune element rarity, rune letter scores, and delays between certain game events. The resulting combat is fast but readable. Very much a spelling game, but a dynamic and a strategic combat game at the same time.
Hello, my name's Tim, and I was one of the programmers on Magical Spellmasters. I also composed the music and did most of the game's sound design. I worked on a range of systems across the whole project, but a lot of my focus was on the finer details of audiovisual feedback. A game like this needs to feel alive with sound and motion. So a key part of the technical makeup of the game was our event system. Everything from big moments like the start of battle to small ones like the spawning of the runic circle are plugged into this system. This meant we could implement and iterate upon things like tweens, animations, and sounds very quickly. Magical Spellmasters, a game about spelling spells, is out now on itch. We greatly enjoyed making this game, and we're sure you'll like it as well. Thank you.